it's just pissed down. Anyway, time for me to go. 谢谢啊。好。Right, now I couldn't use the GoPro earlier because I didn't pack the waterproof cover for the back, and it was pissing down. I'm actually kind of hoping that there's still the amount of water that there was earlier on the road down there. It's like riding through a river. I've just been to replace this. I don't know if you can see it. This is a rubbish thing, but I had these nice rubber ones from Taiwan, but the rubber kind of perished. It was too soft and so it was slipping, and that's like the most irritating thing when you're trying to accelerate, you know, that it keeps slipping. So now I've just got a very normal hard plastic piece of shit one, but it's so much better. Okay, earlier when I came up here, this whole road was like a bloody river. You can still see that it's still gushing down here, but the whole road was like that. Still see sort of remnants of it here. The last remnants. Oops. Now, I'm going to start my day off with a coffee and a sandwich this time. Somebody asked me last time, was the coffee and sandwich any good? And yeah, really, the place I went to, it's an international coffee shop. It's called Croissants de France. Yeah, their coffee's great, and the sandwiches are pretty good too. They don't have much selection, but it's still good. I thought I'd take this opportunity to make this video all about scooters versus motorcycles. Since in that Where the Hell Am I video I did, we brought up the whole scooters are gay thing and got a lot of feedback, so I thought I'd point out a few things about scooters. Those of you who don't know how scooters work, I know there are some of you, this one here is your back brake, this one here is your front brake. So both brakes are over here, whereas on a motorcycle, this is your clutch on this side. All scooters are automatic, but you know, automatic's probably the wrong word. They've got a constantly variable transmission, which basically, I'll show you a picture, I hope, here, and I'll try and explain it to you. But you basically twist this and go. There's nothing else to it. There is absolutely nothing else to it. See what? Continue this a little later if this ever clears up. Alright. There's a lot of rain today. It's going to be like this the whole bloody day. Okay, guys. Goodbye. You know, just as I turned off the camera, it started to really pour down. been driving through some big rivers. It's been insane. Anyway, let's get this attached again. There we go. Okay, all locked up. Now, something that I passed, and I'll try and get it on the way back. There's a military base nearby. Oh, fuck off. I was afraid of this. There we go. Alright. Gotta watch out in this wet weather. Bikes don't like getting wet in certain parts. The coil, the spark plug, all that sort of stuff, you don't want that getting wet. And when you've been riding through the kind of rivers I have now, on the way here, you know, that happens. Anyway. What was I on about? Oh yes, there's a military base, and they have an old 1950s MiG, Russian MiG, and a missile outside. So on the way back, I'm going to try and get some footage for you. And I don't think that kind of thing could get me into trouble, because it's just old shit they've got on display. It's not like they're new technology or something. It's just to show you that it's a military base. They parked an old MiG and a missile outside the front. So I'll try and get that for you, because I find that kind of stuff pretty interesting. Come on, old girl, get a move on. Right, now this area, this place I'm going into here, it's got a very funny name. It's called Wanker Cheng, which is like the name of the construction company, I think, is Wanker. But if you were to like read that out as an English speaker, it would be like Wanker City, which is quite funny. You know, because the pinyin for it is like W-A-N-K-E or something. So Wanker, like wanker. So it's basically Wanker City that I'm in right now. And as you can see, it's all sort of Tuscany, Italian style, villa, whatever the hell you call these things. Basically, a lot of rich people live here. You know, not incredibly rich, just, you know, sort of well-off people live here. And there's the Croissants de France that I was telling you about. That's where I'm going to go and get my coffee. Anyway, you know, a lot of Taiwanese here, a lot of Hong Kongers and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Park my little scoot where I can see it. First things first, let's find a table. I'll go sit right over here. Nice. Right, so time to crack on. I have a plan, and yes, I am still looking for that reservoir. I mean, what am I saying? The greenway. I'm sure you noticed that all scooters have a cut-off safety. You can only start the scooter by pulling in the brake first and then starting it. Although you can bypass that, and I have in the past, it's actually a very good safety mechanism, because if the ignition's on and someone pushes start, you know, like a kid or something, it will start up and you just, you know, it'll just go off if they accelerate. So it's actually a good safety feature. Now, I usually take Beer Girl here on the weekends because, you know, there's nice coffee shops. There's more than one. They've also got an Illy coffee, and they've got a couple of other things. There's also a Pizza Hut somewhere around here. Various other things. As you can see, it's just basically a nice sort of slightly upper market living area. What do you call it? Like a apartment? No, this would be like a security complex. That's what I'm looking for. But it's not really security. It's just a complex. You know, this is different to where I'm from. We don't call them security complexes here. That That's a very good restaurant. See that Laurel or whatever? They make fantastic Beijing, Peking duck. Very pricey. You can sit here actually, it's very nice. Sit up there. Pricey, but the food is great. There's a bunch of cool places in there. The Lingdu Kalbad, and that's brilliant. There's a Mingdian coffee language. Basically, yeah, this place it's nice. It's a break, you know. I live like you can see. I live outside of the main city, you know, Shenzhen City. Now, Shenzhen City is very modern and very cool, and most of it's actually upmarket like this, but not where I live. So this is a nice little break from it all, you know. Anyway, let's go. One thing about China you got to learn, and that is, don't take the piss. Like, they're not going to mind if I ride around, but if I go blasting past, say that security guard, he's kind of police, not really. They're different divisions, right? He's not going to do anything to me, but if I go blasting past him like a maniac, you know, there's a chance that he's going to take exception to it and radio onto his buddies or something. So. Something you really have to learn about China is don't take the piss. Enjoy yourself, do what you need to do, but just don't take the piss, and you'll be fine.